I was looking up on Google for some small and portable lights and I didn't manage to find one that met my requirements. So I decided to make one instead. A handheld device which was small enough to hold it in my hand and could still deliver enough lighting. So I opened up Fusion 360 software and designed this piece of enclosure with a bottom part and a lid. The bottom part holds all the components and the lid covers it up. For this project, a TP4056 battery protection and charging board, some LEDs, 18650 lithium ion battery cell and a switch is required. I used SMD 5630 LEDs. While the 3D printer was printing the enclosure, I started designing the PCB as I was using SMD LEDs. I won't explain in detail how I designed the PCB as I already have made a video on that. I printed the design out and etched it. I have a separate series about how to make these PCBs, so check them out after this video. As the enclosure was complete, I took a look at it. Note, if you don't have a 3D printer, you can make the enclosure yourself using my design as a reference. We will need some wires, LEDs, 18650 lithium ion battery cell, some heat shrinkable tubes, and the TP4056 battery charging and protection board. There are two types of board, one with the battery protection system and one with not. This is the one with the battery protection system. I pre-soldered one of the pad and then installed the LED. Then I installed all four of them and also a 33 ohm resistor in series. To neat it all up, I used a desoldering pump to take away all the excess solder. I then tested the LEDs and they worked fine. I now soldered the wires that were required. Next up was the 18650 cell. Note that it is not at all safe to solder wires on the cell's pads as it heats up the cell package and it can get quite dangerous. But as I didn't have any spot welder, it was the only option for me. After that, I took a look at the TP4056 board. The board needs to be wired this way. After that, I took all the components and started the assembly. First, the battery cell, then all the other components were installed. After all the connections were made, I gave it a little test and it works. Then I secured all the connections with heat shrinkable tubes. I used two long wires and to tidy it up more, you can use shorter wires. I then roughly set it all up and tested it once more. Everything works. and the project was complete. You can also use these LED strips, but they work on 12 volts and we only had a maximum of 4.2 volts here, so it wouldn't work. This device has a lot of uses for me. Like I can make a bracket for it and mount it on a cap and use it while working in a dark environment. If you liked this video, do share it and subscribe and don't forget the notification bell.